We have got Tashi. That's what I call it, Tahir.
Yeah, it says your actual whole name, and I'm like, wow, we're Tashi out here.
Your lead esports producer over that small little mom and pop 343 Industries. I thought 3, I said E, doesn't matter. Either way, Tashi, first of all, tell our viewers who you are, what you do, and why you're even here.
Yeah, how you got here.
Yeah.
Well, I took an air. No, I'm kidding. So yeah, my name is Tashi. I'm the lead esports producer at 343 Industries, and I work on the Halo Championship Series. So my path, I actually came from the community. So a little over 4 years ago, I flew across all the way across the United States from New York. I was just super active in the scene, loved esports, loved the community, you know, created content and whatnot, made my own tournaments and stuff, and yeah, Halo's always been a dream of mine to work on, and now I get to do it, so I'm really excited.
Now you're here living the dream.
It's true, though.
Yeah,
I smile because we go back to like before either of us had jobs in this industry.
Really?
Absolutely.
Yeah. And we were just talking about this last night.
I want to hear this. Real
Well, I mean, it was Halo. Like, I was a big Halo boy as well. I used to moderate the forums before I ever got a job at Microsoft. I was always first in line at events.
Yeah.
And you go.
I remember before I got the job, because Rukari, you used to have the job that I came into.
That you started
and
with.
So I remember calling you, asking for advice and stuff. Yeah.
Now that's something to you guys at home. This is how you get into.
That's free content for you all, by the way.
It is.
No extra charge on that one.
No extra charge. So before we get into the meat of the Halo stuff we're going to talk about today, let's talk about what you guys recently wrapped up, the Halo World Championship.
Yes.
Tell us a little bit of the highlights.
Halo World Championship was the biggest, craziest season that we've ever had for Halo Esports. So we did 6 events in a little over 2 months in 4 different continents.
I was going to say, what was your body clock on at that point?
I have no idea. It was
because I think you guys went from London to like Australia.
We did.
Right?
We did Orlando, and then immediate to London, and then I had a few days off, and then went to Australia, to Mexico, to Columbus, and then back home to Seattle, where we had our huge $1 million finals.
I know that Columbus is where it's all, you know, like all kind of started, especially with MLG and whatnot. But seeing London, Australia, Mexico City, Columbus, like that fourth one just cracks me up.
I know, that's funny. It really.
Oh my gosh! I think we just saw Golden Boy walk past.
GB? He was the host of the Halo World Championship.
Oh, the host just passed us. It's fine. I'll troll later. Anyway, now here's speaking of actually the Halo World Championships, we saw that there was more of a social presence, and we can see you guys doing a lot more stuff on social, specifically with the players and showcasing, you know, sort of the behind the scenes, the story behind the stories. Can you tell us a little bit about the social interactions, the showcasing on that level?
Yeah, absolutely. So the community is all on social media, and that's how they access all the content, whether it's player streams or the actual event broadcasts or the articles that we put out. Everyone's on social media, whether it's Twitter, Instagram, wherever it might be. So we try to be active out there too and reach as many people as we can in efforts of spreading the Halo love to everybody we can. So it's been amazing, and you know, the players also have big followings and stuff too, right? They're kind of the biggest influencers for Halo. So the pros have been amazing, sharing the streams as well, and just interacting with fans. And you know, what more could you ask for?
You're absolutely.
I
mean, again, it's stuff like this.
Yeah.
We get to sit up here and chat. Now, looking ahead a few weeks, I think it's what, July 13th to 15th, correct?
That's right.
In beautiful New Orleans, hot and muggy New Orleans. You guys are teaming up with the coalition.
Yeah.
And you're going to do a joint Halo Gears esports adventure, if you will, a mega event.
Mega event.
You know, with MLG at the helm. Why is this happening? How did it come to fruition? And what can people be excited about?
Well, people have been really asking for this for a long time. There were a lot of teases on Twitter for probably the last 8 months or so. People were just asking for it and whatnot. It just made a lot of sense. Obviously, like, we're very close with the coalition. They're not too far away from us in Vancouver, and you know, they run an amazing program too, right? So they've got the Gears Pro Circuit and the Halo Championship Series that we do, and the stars kind of aligned for the dates, and it made a lot of sense. And you know, MLG puts on a great event, so it just ended up working out. And the event's going to be really special. So I think if you're a Halo fan, if you're a Gears fan, if you're just an Xbox fan, this is the event to go to. There really hasn't been anything like this in almost a decade. MLG used to run things like this back in the day, but it's going to be incredible. And you know, we're thinking of cool ways to kind of integrate the shows and kind of, you know, leverage both communities if we can.
So if I make it down there, can I come sit at the desk and talk with everybody?
Well, we would love to have you for a bit.
What about me?
Are you going?
Maybe. I am.
Well, there you go.
I like how it just in your ear. Yeah, you are.
According to our producer, I am. So joke's on you, Lennox. I'm holding you to it. But, of course, listen, that Halo event is just but the beginning of that particular season. Talk to me about the future. Where are we going? What's happening?
Yeah, so we're just kicking off our season with New Orleans, and obviously we're starting things off with a bang, but we're moving over to London after that with our partners at Gfinity, and this will be a really special event too, because normally events in London have been kind of region-locked to players in Europe, but this time it's open to everyone in the world. So we're actually going to be flying teams around from North America, from Australia, Mexico, to all compete in London in the Gfinity Arena. So it's going to be special. Gfinity puts on an amazing broadcast, and we're going to have great talent there. This will be the biggest tournament that Europe has ever seen for Halo. $125,000 prize pool. This is massive.
Absolutely.
A number of reasons to watch, not the least of which is you're right, Gfinity puts on a fantastic show.
I was waiting for you to say Jolly Old London Town, but
Jolly Old England!
Oh, there it is. I thought you weren't going to do it with the thousands of people that are just sitting behind us, waiting to judge.
That's ever been a problem for
Case
me.
not shy. All right, so when we think of console esports team, we obviously think of Halo because of its rich history. Now, with more people finding out about console via PC games, like, what do you think people are going to start thinking about consoles? Like, is it getting the credit that it absolutely deserves? How do people see console gaming in the esports scene?
I think they're amazing. There are lots of amazing console games, and people will go where the amazing content is, regardless of platform, right? You've got Halo, you've got Call of Duty, Gears of War, all these amazing console games where the communities are, and that's where people are comfortable playing, and that's where they want to play. And, look at a game like Fortnite that's on every platform. Like, tons of people play on Xbox. Xbox is amazing hardware, so people will go where the games are and where the content is. So, yeah, I think every platform is really viable. It's up to the creators and the developers of all this content, whether it's games or streams or whatever the case is, to kind of, let people know where to go. So that's the way I see it.
Now, we've had you on This Week in Esports on 3 p.m. Thursdays.
By the way, this is our first time ever doing this together.
Oh,
like, it's
yeah,
first time on the show, and I'm always
so many stars are aligning.
Gone. It's not our fault. But here's the deal. We like to, of course, ask this question. You've answered this before, but now we're on the E3 stage, so let's talk about it again. Which is, when you have those questions from the people that don't get it, that are not esports people, that want to understand what the thing is, what the deal is, what do you tell skeptics about esports in general, as somebody who's literally living and breathing it?
Yeah, I think people should look past what people are actually doing, right? Don't think of it as like people are they're just playing video games. They're just competing for whatever it is, Esports is about bringing people together, right? And it's this powerful connection that everyone gets excited about, just like basketball, just like whatever it is, the NBA. Esports gaming is about bringing people together, whether it's under one roof or online, at massive stadiums, wherever it might be. So that's really what it's all about. And if you look at it through that lens, then it's an incredible thing. And it's huge, and it's growing even bigger. So it's like you can either get on board now and enjoy the show for a longer time, or we'll catch you down the road too.
Yeah, no, you're absolutely right. All right, well, I appreciate it. It's good to see you.
Good to see you.
Now, for the people who want to find you, find out more about you, find out what you're working on, what's going on, where can they do that?
Cool. So anything for HCS, you want to go to halo.gg and follow HCS on Twitter. Also for the Gears event, check out gears.gg. And for me personally, you can follow me on Twitter at Tashi343i.